up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're planning on working on the Shithorse 6 liter. See, Clayton's here. He's already doing things. Fancy engine building techniques. We're gonna start working on that. We're gonna pull the crank out, clean up the block, probably hone the block, get it ready for the new pistons and stuff. Put the pistons on the rods maybe. We'll see what we get into. Yeah, but let's get to it. For those of you who are new, this is the engine for our Mustang, LS powered Mustang called the Shithorse. And this is the 6 liter that used to be in it. We put that 5.3 in, which obviously we had issues with. So we're going back to the 6 liter using some of the 5.3 parts, while most of the parts that we put in it last year.
I think this was a 03.
Yeah, I believe it's an 03. It's a Gen 3, but we actually have Gen 4 rods out of the 5.3 we're going to use. We ordered new pistons for it, which are here. And we're going to put in the sloppy stage 2 cam and all that other stuff that was in the 5.3.
All the bearings and everything are going to go back into this. But before I took this old original 6 liter crank out, I just wanted to check the end play, and it's right at 5 thousandths. So maybe that's all good. Because I don't know, did we have oil pressure issues with this thing?
No, because we never had an oil pressure gauge on it at all, so we didn't really know if it had oil pressure issues, but we're hoping it didn't. We're also going to put the oil pump and like all the parts that new parts we put on the 5.3, we're going to take off, because I mean 5.3 was still running. We believe it was just a head gasket issue why we pulled it out, and plus that crack in the block may have caused a problem too. But anyways, now we're building this one, get the 6 liter back in, and we always had really good luck with it. All right, so now Clayton's taking the crank out, loosening all the main cap bolts. We already took the side ones out. I guess we can take the sensors out too. Why? I don't know. I thought are we cleaning it?
Oh yeah.
But we might as well, then we can get in everywhere. And we could take like some of those plugs out too.
We're gonna give it the 3-finger hone.
And then yeah, get the block ready to start putting the new parts in. Too bad we couldn't put this block in the evaporust. Yeah, anybody who's new to LS's, which probably has many of you, but the LS has 6 bolt mains, so it has 4 on the top, and then it has side bolts.
Some people don't run on it.
Super strong. Well, I'm sure we had them in there or it would leak. Looks pretty good for probably 400,000 kilometer engine. You can see they're a little worn right in the middle there. It's all scraped up. But not
better than the ones that are in the 5.3. Uh-oh.
There's that, I mean, there's not to say that's what it's for, but there's a slot right there. You know what I mean?
You're gonna damage the
thruster.
The side clearance.
Get a close-up look at that crank. Looks mint. Like, it's crazy that these engines get this many miles on them, and yet, you know, everything's in such nice condition.
Yeah, and this one is fairly clean inside.
Oh yeah, way cleaner than the 5.3 was. Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that looks really good.
Okay, there you go. Now we can pull the crank out. But all the rods look really good. Rod journals and the main journals.
These bearings are already. Hey, I'm serious.
Oh, I don't care. Either way, if they're still good, they're still good.
The thrust looks really good.
Just whatever you do, don't look at the cam bearings.
I mean, I guess we'll take the bearings out, right? We're gonna blast them.
Put the crank back in, torque it back down, and then we're ready to put the rods like on the pistons and put them in. Clayton's honing the cylinders, giving them a light hone. They were actually in really nice shape. Obviously, this engine was running not that long ago, so they weren't rusty or anything.
Your hone has some cam bearing material on it.
Keep that thing away from the cam bearings, whatever you do. So guys, I took those connecting rods that I got, that I bought for 60 bucks, those Gen 4s, and I just threw them in the evaporust. The evaporust actually takes all the like dirt and stuff off, so it actually works pretty good as a cleaner too. I mean, look how nice that looks. I'm gonna take these all out and dry them off. cars. Woo! Woo! Think that's cool? Woo!
Mike says we need to add more excitement to the video.
Oh yeah, buddy! Woo! Woo! Alright, so Clayton was gonna hone the lifter bores a little bit. I actually have this little honer, which is actually like a brake
piston bore.
Yeah, like brake bore for like a wheel cylinder. You could hone them if you're rebuilding them. From back in the day, people would rebuild them. Maybe not so much now, but he was gonna hone them out. He did it on the 5.3 because you know Clayton loves honing things. So yeah. But apparently the oiling hole might be bigger because it keeps this is pretty short. It keeps getting caught in the in the oil hole a little bit. So we're probably just gonna say fuck it and not do it.
So after about maybe 30 seconds per bore, quite a bit of shadow here and there still, but I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's better than it was.
We're doing some body work here on the 6-liter. Clayton's got the Durablock out.
Got some low spots.
Yeah, I got a few low spots. Yeah, so we're just cleaning up the deck surfaces, get all the crud off, and using this nice long block is good to make sure keep it flat. You know, you're not sanding with like a small piece of sandpaper, or you could make a divot in the middle or something.
Bet you I'm flat within half a cell. How's this for excitement?
Oh yeah. Woo! We're holding the block and we're cleaning the block and do. Jeez.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
What grid is that?
150. It's the same stuff I do body work with. Okay, so take a look there. That looks pretty good. I mean, you could probably still go more.
Yeah, I gotta just take it a break.
This is the before shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Cleans it up nice.
Do the heads maybe too.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like I did on my car, I did the heads, I did the block. You know, just to take any crap off. And I mean, like I said, this is almost like doing body work, like Clayton said. You sand it in there, it's not taking it off everywhere. Then that's probably slightly, you know, a lower spot than the rest of the head. So if you just carefully go over it like that, especially using a big block, even a big 2x4 with sandpaper on it.
You got a high spot.
Yeah. Lower it out a little bit. Yeah, you get it nice and smooth. Cheaper than taking it to the engine machine shop. We're gonna get some shirts. Clayton's machining, they're gonna say. Him and a honing tool. Just he'll be holding the honer.
With a string of cam bearings
around your neck.
Around my neck. Who's that old wrestler that had
all mangled
bones around his neck?
Oh yeah, I don't. Here's those connecting rods. They look pretty much brand new. I sprayed some WD-40 on them to keep them rusting. And we'll just save those for the next build or for spares. So now I got the 317 head on the bench, and I'm gonna pull all the valve springs off and pull the valves out and everything because we're gonna take all this stuff to the car wash. And then we gotta take the valve springs and stuff off the 799 heads that were on the 5.3, but we're not using them. We're gonna use these ones because we don't want too much compression with the 243s. So we're going to use the 317s instead. So I'm going to start taking those apart now. And now this is that's just to loosen up the keeper so that it separates. I got a little, got it? The magnet. Little magnet here.
Hot
Like that. Molten hot magma. All right, there you go. Obviously, we don't read.
You could be part of the top fuel team.
Yeah, how fast we were doing that. Okay, very enthusiastically, Clayton. Show us what you got there. Woo! Look at the head gaskets.
Oh, I don't even know what these are though.
They're LS9s.
Where does it say that?
Oh, I don't know. With the HC Delta part number.
I just thought they would say like LS9 on them. So these are guaranteed?
So we got the LS9 head gaskets. We splurged instead of reusing the old ones.
Yeah.
It says right there 6 liter, 6.2 liter on it.
Oh yeah.
But these will work on 5.3s also.
Well, that's something to be enthusiastic about.
It is very enthusiastic. Now we have the 799 heads apart, and Clayton already cleaned them up, the valves.
No, I still got something to go.
Oh, well, you cleaned up some of them.
Having a break.
And now I'm taking apart the 799s to get the pack springs, or the trick flow springs. Well, which are made by Pack. But anyways, gonna get the springs, and then the seals were new too, so we're gonna pull those off, save them to put them on the other heads. So we took a break for a bit from working to watch some drag racing here.
Holy shit!
And Mike is here. Woo, Mike! Woo! Show some enthusiasm! Woo! Woo!
I'm excited to see what these guys recorded.
We'll get back to work right away, don't worry. What are you doing, Mike?
Lapping valves. I'm just trying to get the electric drill on here right now, which some of you might cringe about, but it's a quick way to do it. You can use this little suction stick that you put on the valve here.
It takes forever though.
And it's like trying to make fire like a caveman. Rob's gonna start fire.
I don't know. I think I have one.
But the quicker way is to put the drill, open this big enough, put it on the end of the valve, and then we'll spin it with the lapping compound, which we have right here. And basically what that's going to do is make this surface really tight with the surface of the valve seat, as they say.
Check out that combustion chamber there. It looks a little messed up.
Oh yeah, this is here. Move your hand for a second. So, I don't know what happened with this thing, but this happened well before we got our hands on this motor. So, something.
It chewed
kind
on
of
something.
banged around in there. I don't know. Spark plug fell apart, or.
Give her.
Okay. Oh yeah. Those valves are quite pitted, so it'd be like 50 times.
Yeah.
And the exhaust valves, anyways.
Yeah, the intake valves would be easy.
So the
So you can see the beginning of that there, but it's like sanding anything. You want to make it uniform where you don't see, you know,
I see pits.
the pits still. So
Keep her going.
keep her going.
Hey, Lappy.
woohoo! Lap some valves, do.
Liquid laps. Do some
Put a little shot in there.
liquid lapping.
You can do a video. Can you lap valves with Crown Royal? Let's give it a try. Yeah, well, Mike's over there lapping valves still. Is this head done, or we haven't done this head yet? No, we haven't done this one.
No.
Clayton's gonna clean the surface up of the head like he did the block.
Gonna get a deck.
So he's just cleaning off the access, and then we'll
Access.
dirt. Then we will use the sanding block on it. SPPTV machine shop. Oh,
Fuck.
oh. Well, as I was saying, SPPTV machine shop. Watch your sandpaper. Fuck, like new.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that made a big difference, eh?
Should I keep going?
Yeah, that looks nice. I think we got quite a bit of work done on it today. I also took the convertible top mechanism for the GTO all apart, so I can sandblast all that stuff.
Don't mix the playlists.
Doesn't matter, not just
Separate playlists.
And we're going to work on the Sierra right now, at least
No,
I am.
don't talk about that.
Do
It's
the
different.
final.
Put in the comments what color we should paint the engine for the shit horse, because since we're putting another engine in, we're going to change up the color combo. Go from the brown poo brown and
It used to be like yellow, maybe.
so most comments of a certain color
That'd be
will
great.
win, and we'll paint it whatever color you guys say to paint it.
Brown would be short-lived. That's why I went with it. It was
looks
fun
good.
for a bit.
Yeah,
Orange.
yeah, it's up to them. They have to put in the comments what color they want it, and the most comments of a certain color
Yeah, we
wins.
don't care. We'll do a color.
We'll
Like
paint it whatever
offset.
color. It doesn't really matter. It'll be fun. All right.
All right.
Anyways,
Like, comment. Check you later.
Subscribe.
yeah, and we'll check you later.